Dark Angels continue to press onward, hunting for the base of the traitor forces, ready to cut off the head and let the body rot. Fought to a standstill in the city, the Dark Angels send outriders, looking for a way around the enemy forces to prosecute the attack and strike at the heart of the enemy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from MJ's Cars and Comics in Wasilla, Alaska, where we will be fighting a 200-point kill team game between my Dark Angels and Joe's Chaos in the continuing saga on Aldo II. So the story that we've got here is that the Dark Angels sent out outriders to go find a route around the city that they had fought to a standstill, taking them through these swampy lands, trying to find a way around so that they could strike straight at the heart of the enemy. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be playing a push forward mission. So before we go any further, let's show you the two armies and the specialists that we'll be playing today. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a 5-man Ravenwing bike squadron with 2 plasma guns and an attack bike with a heavy bolter. And for Chaos, we have an 8-man Chaos Space Marine squad with the Mark of Nurgle. We also have a plasma gun and a Rhino with a Havoc launcher. So for the Dark Angels from left to right, we have my leader, who will be seizing the initiative on a 4+. We then have my guy with Reaping Volley, so he can fire all his shots at different targets. Then my guy here is the Indomitable Specialist with Feel No Pain, and then I have my Guerrilla Specialist with Preferred Enemy. And for the Chaos from left to right, we have his leader, who him and 3 of his models can get the Infiltrate special rule. Then he has his guy there with Preferred Enemy. The guy there from the left to right here, the guy on the third from the left has Poison, and the guy on the right has Mastercraft. Alright, going over deployment here for the Dark Angels. My heavy bolter guy, the attack bike's over here. Plasma guy is right here. Other plasma guy is right there. Then we've got the guy, regular guy here, regular guy, and my leader over here. He has everybody placed inside of there, except for the 3 guys that he has outflanking, so he's holding them in reserve. So, that's the deployment that we've got going on here. The objectives are going to be here, here, and here. Before we go any further, right now the Chaos are going to be going first, unless I can seize the initiative. Show me a 4+ because of my leader, my leader trait. No! Womp womp. Alright, so that is going to be Chaos' turn. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Chaos here on turn 1. Alright, so that's the movement phase for Chaos. He moved up there, passed his dangerous terrain test, so he is not immobilized. So, we will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 1. Alright, starting with the shooting phase, the Rhino is going to fire the Havoc launcher into this guy who is going to jink. So, hitting on direct hit right there. So, let's see, strength 5, so wounding on 4s. That's a wound. 4-up jink save. He's good. Then snap firing the bolter. Nope, but twin linked. Oh. Nice catch. Nope, nothing on that one. And now the plasma and poison bolter are going to fire. Hitting on, how far did he move?
I moved 6.
He moved 6 inches. So, these are hitting on full, 3s. Alright, both hits.
Then wounding on 2 and 4.
Wounding on 2 and 4. Okay.
Preferred enemy?
Does he have preferred enemy? Oh, yeah, preferred enemy. So, both wound. So, no, just that one wounds. So, looking for a 4-up jink save. Cocked. It's good. Woo! And that is his turn. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. Movement phase for the Dark Angels. He moved up 12, 12, 12, 12. Not quite 12, but 12. Everyone who went into terrain passed their dangerous terrain test. Alright, so we will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 1. Alright, so he is going to fire into the Rhino with the first shots of the shooting phase. So we got rapid fire plasma hitting on 3s. Alright, 1 hit, strength 7, armor 11, looking for 4s to glance. That is a pen. No night fight, so the effect is +1 for the pen. 5, so it is immobilized. Alright. And now he's going to fire into it. He is going to be snap firing because he jinked. So hitting it on 6s. I got 1 hit. Glancing on a 4. Nothing. Alright, heavy bolter from here is going to fire into the Rhino. Hitting on 3s. Yep, that's the thing. That happened, really did. Alright, and this guy here is going to throw a crack grenade into him. So, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Glancing on a 5. That is not a glance. So, that is the end of the Dark Angel's turn. I might have a guy that's going to run, but that is it. So I'm not actually going to assault. Although, no, I'm not going to assault. I don't feel like running into that. All right, we'll come back to you after the movement phase for the Chaos on turn 2. All right, movement phase for Chaos. He moved in from outflank over here. He is the one that's Mastercrafted moved in from outflank over this side. And these guys disembarked from the immobilized Rhino. There's one more guy that is still in reserve. So we'll come back to, he will hopefully come in later. For him. I don't care if he comes back. Alright, so that is movement phase for Chaos here on turn 2. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Alright, Havoc Launcher is going to fire into him. It scatters off...
Twin link.
Oh, twin linked.
3 hits.
Havoc Launcher's own. Oh, well.
That is going off even further, right? Ballistic skill 4,
Yeah,
so 3 inches. I don't think that's going to hit him.
And then twin link.
And then twin linked combi bolter.
Double tap.
Double tap. They both hit.
Wounding on
Wounded on 5s. Nothing. Alright, he is going to fire the plasma gun into him. Double tap. I'm going to jink. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. Got 2 wounds. 2 4-up jink saves. Re-rolling because of Ravenwing being awesome. Yeah, he's good with a filth phase. Woo! Bolter is going to fire into him. Poison Bolter. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 2 wounds. 2 4-up jink saves. Got 1 re-rolling because of Ravenwing being awesome. Falling off the table.
And let's see.
Oh, and he goes down, and that is First Blood. Bwah, bwah. And he is going to fire into him. Hitting once.
5s?
Not wounded. He's going to fire Bolter into him. 2 hits. No wounds. He's going to fire his Bolter into him. Got 1 hit. Wound on 5.
5 or 6? 4.
That's not a wound. And he's going to fire into him. Mastercrafted.
Well,
that's 1 hit. 1 wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. Alright, so that is the end of the Chaos turn here with the Death Guard. He disembarked from a Rhino or outflank so no one can charge. So, we will come back to you with after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 2. Alright, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. He moved up over this way. He stood still. He jumped down over this way, and he scurried around this way. And this guy over here popped a tire getting out of that crater. Alright, so we will come back to you with the shooting phase for Dark Angels here on turn 2. Alright, my guy with Reaping Volley is going to fire his heavy bolter into the plasma dude and rapid firing the bolt gun into him. So we're going to start with the heavy bolter, hitting on 3s. Alright, 3 hits. Wounding on 4s because they are toughness 5. Got 1 wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. And rapid firing bolt gun into this guy over here. Both hits. Wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. He is going to fire plasma gun into his leader over here. Hitting on 3s. Got, gets hot. 3-up armor. He's good. 1 hit. Wounding on 2. That's a wound. Feel no pain.
What is this game? I haven't been ready.
And he's good with the feel no pain. He is going to fire into the front guy over here because that's the one with the poison. So, hitting on 3s.
They don't get it.
Twin linked. 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Nothing. And he's going to do the same into him. Twin linked. Alright, 1 hit. 1 wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. Alright, that's it for the shooting phase. So, now on to the assault phase. He is going to charge into him over here. So, this is Overwatch. Nothing on that one. Let's see the charge distance. 3 will not get him in. So then he is going to charge into the front guy of the poison. 6s. You got 1. 4 up. That's a wound.
Still fearless. We're good.
3-up armor save. He's good. And the distance, 5 inches will get him in. And then he is going to charge into the plasma guy. On 6s. Oh, got 1 hit. And a 1. Let's see if he can. Oh, preferred enemy. Oh, dang, preferred enemy. All right, the one hitting wound on a 2, and I forgot to freaking jink. Yeah, he did. Okay. All right, we'll come back to you with the 1 fight. He actually has 2 wounds. Thank you for reminding me, Joe, my opponent. So let's see if he can get his charge in.
2 hits.
7 inches, we'll find that out. All right, he made it in. Okay. So moving on, we're going to go here to this fight first. Hammer of Wrath on a 5. Nope. Do you want to, then we're going to go, I think, initiative step 4. I go first. So it's 2 attacks base plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s. Got 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Nothing. And then you've got your 1 attack. Hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5.
I want to be funny. Yes.
That's a wound. 3 up armor save. He's good with a filth face. Then moving over here, Hammer of Wrath. That's not a wound. So then I've got 1 base plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s. Got 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. I got 1 wound. 3 up armor. Oh, he failed it. Feel no pain.
Holy shit.
Come on! And then here comes his attack back. Hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. That is not a wound. All right, so that's the end of the Dark Angel's turn here. So we will come back to you with after movement phase for Chaos here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for Chaos. His guy came in from outflank. He moved up. They are moving up towards my guy there. This guy's circling around over to him, and he's just kind of making his way over this way. So that is it for movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. The Rhino is going to fire into him. So we're going to go with the Havoc Launcher first. That is going to be
Twin linked.
Twin linked. That will be twin linked is what it will be. And that is going to be off 1 inch, so it will still hit him. So strength what?
5.
Strength 5, so wounding on a 4. That is not a wound, all right. And now the Combi Bolter in rapid fire range, hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. That is a wound. 3 up armor save. He's good with a fill phase. Woo! And he is going to double tap into him, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound. 3 up armor save. He's good. He's going to fire into him.
Mastercrafted.
That's a hit. Wounded on a 5. No, nothing there. He is going to fire into my plasma guy over there. Hitting on 3. Nope. That guy's going to double tap into him.
Go ahead and shoot at that.
That one's cocked.
Rip a gun.
So that's 1 hit. Wounded on a 5. Oh, that's a wound. 3 up armor save. He's good. And now the champion's going to double tap. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5. Nothing. So that's it for shooting phase. Moving on to the assault phase. He is going to charge into him. And he is in. Then over here, who's going first? All right, regular guy's going first. I'm going to rapid fire my plasma gun at him. I didn't jinx, so hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. I got 1 hit and did not get hot. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 5 up in feeling pain? No, and he is dead. And now the champion's going to charge in. And he is definitely in. Alright, so we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. Alright, so we're going to start over here. My guy's going to go first. Hitting on a 4. Nothing there. So then you've got your champion's attacks. 1 base plus 1, or 2 base? 2 base plus 1 for the extra close. Yeah, 1 base plus 1 for extra close combo weapon plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s.
And then
okay, Veterans of the Long War, because he hates me. Alright, so 2 hits. Looking for 5s to wound. Nothing. Alright, so they will continue fighting. Now we'll go over here. My leader will go first. 1 attack, hitting on a 4. Nope. And then 1 attack. Nope. Alright, my guy is going to attack into his plasma gunner there. 2 attacks base. Hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. We got nothing. Adds up to 5, which means absolutely nothing. And then he's going to have 3 attacks total in here, hitting on 4s. Oh, the orange ones are going to have hatred because of the first round of combat.
I'm going to say they will.
Okay, good thing. Okay, 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Nothing. So they will continue to fight. All right, so that is the end of the fight sub phase and the end of the chaos turn here on turn 3. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, movement phase. Nobody moved. All right, so moving on to the shooting phase. He is going to fire into him with double tap. So hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound, 3 up armor save. He's good. And that is it for the shooting phase because everyone else is locked in combat. So we'll come back to you with the close combat attacks. All right, starting over here, my guy's going to attack into his plasma gunner, hitting on 4s. Okay. And then his 2 attacks back.
$5. I make 1.
Got 1. 5. No, nothing there. My leader over here, 1 attack. Does not hit. His 1 attack also does not hit. And then we've got over here, my guy. Does not hit. Your champion hits 3 times. Wounds on 5s. Gets 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves. And he's double dead with the double 1s.
He's got feel no pain.
Oh, and they've got feel no pain. Thank you. No, I'm not going to roll 1s again. Oh, but I can't roll size or 6s. So he is dead. All right, so we will come back to you after movement phase for chaos here on turn. This is going to be turn 4. Movement phase. This guy's moving over this way. This guy's moving over this way, and this guy's moving his way this way, and his chaos champion's moving over this way. So that is it for movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, the rhino is going to shoot into my guy over here. So let's see if it scatters. It's a direct hit. So strength 5, wounding on a 4. No, nothing there. But then rapid firing the combi, 2 hits, 5s. Got 1 wound. 3-up armor save. Oh, cocked. No, and he goes down, and that is break the enemy. Womp womp. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase since there's no one else to shoot. So he is going to charge into him,
So I have hatred.
and he is in. And that is it. So we oh, and the champion has to still charge in, but he's 1 inch away, so he is in. Oh, good thing he was only 1 inch away. All right, so that is it for the charges. So we'll come back to you with a fight sub phase. All right, so over here, my leader is going to go into his leader over there. So hitting on a 4. Oh, no. All right, so now his leader will attack in here.
Along with the 1 die from his.
And the 1 die, the orange is going to be the other guy that's still in there. So hitting on 4s. Okay, doesn't even need the reroll from that. Wounding on 5s.
You, however,
Got 1. Wounding 3-up armor save. He's good. My guy's gonna go into his plasma guy there, hitting on 4s. Nothing. All right, so here come his 4 attacks. But which ones are going to be, the orange ones are going to be the guy who gets hatred. So, hitting on 4s, re-rolling. Got 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Got 2 wounds. 2 3-ups. And he is dead. All right. Womp womp. All right, so that's the end of the chaos turn. We will come back to you after, actually, we're just going to move straight into on turn 5. The fight sub phase for Dark Angels. All right, starting the fight sub phase, my leader is going to fight into his leader, hitting on a 4. No. Do you want to attack back now with your leader? Please, sir. All right, we'll come. Yep, here we go. Here comes his leader's attacks and the other guy's attack, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. And that is not a wound. So that is the end of the Dark Angel's turn. So we'll come back to you after the movement phase for chaos on turn. Oh no, turn 5. End of turn 5. I went second, right? Did I go second? I think yes, I did. I didn't seize the initiative. So
The end of 4.
no, this should have been. Is this the end of 4? I thought this was 5. No, this is 4. This is 4. All right, we'll come back to you after movement phase for chaos in turn 5. All right, there's the movement phase. Crazy. All right, so now we're gonna move into the assault phase. All right, we're gonna go with this guy first, then this guy.
He's in.
He's in.
Oh, barely.
Barely. This guy is in. This guy I don't think is going to be able to make it. So he can't make it. So poor guy is just going to be stuck back there. So we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, purple dice have hatred. Those are regular. All hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling those, the purple ones because of hatred. All right, so wounding on 5s.
hits.
We got 3 wounds.
And
3 3-up armor saves. And I thought he was good, but he's not. He's dead. So that is slay the leader, and that is going to be the end of the game. Oh, I forgot to make my attack. Let me see if I could kill his leader with just for my ego's sake.
Alright.
He's a hit.
1 inch was the explosion.
No, that is not a wound. So that is how it ends with a Dark Angels getting slaughtered. So, a Chaos victory here. So, as the story goes, the Chaos managed to stop this force of Dark Angels from finding their way around the enemy forces, but perhaps maybe another one of the squads that were sent out to find their way in managed to do so. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I certainly did. Kill Team is a blast. I got whooped this time, but it was still fun. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this narrative so far. So, until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I've been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Joe, and like I said, until next time, have fun. Chaplain, sir, we've run into heavy resistance. There's no way for us to get through the swamp here. The Death Guard have held us and they are killing us to a man. What should we do? Fear not, brother. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Another one of your brother's squads has found a way around, and we are in the process of moving the forces for the final strike upon the dark enemy forces. We will get them. Fear not.